Your morning starts now. It's the Q102 Jeff and Jen podcast brought to you by CVG Airport. Fly healthy through CVG. For more information, go to CVG Airport /fly healthy.
Mark is looking for a second date update with a lady named Joanna. Hey, Mark, how are you?
Hey, what's going on? Thanks for taking my call.
Hey, it's good to talk to you. Thanks
Happy
for
to talk
calling
to
us.
you.
Thanks for entrusting us
Yeah.
with your love life.
Yeah, I hate to have to do this, but honestly, I'm at a loss here. So I guess I'll just go right into it.
Yeah, start from the beginning. Tell us how you met Joanna and how the first date went. We'll go from there.
Okay, so I met this girl on Tinder, Joanna. We talked for a few days over the phone and then decided to go out for some drinks and a movie. And, I haven't been to a movie theater in forever, so thought it'd be really nice.
I still haven't been to a movie
I
theater
haven't
yet.
either, and I miss it. I need to go.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, you got to go.
Yeah. How was it?
Yeah, it felt it felt really weird, and at the same time, it was also I had been yesterday, so it was a weird. I don't know how to describe it really, but
That's good.
It was good. I enjoyed it. We saw Black Widow, and she was down with it. My last girlfriend hated superhero movies, so I was pretty pumped that this girl liked them. Honestly, that alone, I was like, all right, you're a perfect match. I'm not that picky, so.
That's so funny.
I could put up with a lot. But anyways, she seems like she was digging it too. So she wasn't having any issues, and that's why I'm sort of confused and why I'm calling you. I'm pretty laid back. Obviously, I'm pretty awesome, as you can tell. But I don't know. So I'm just wondering why a woman wouldn't like a guy who sort of takes them to Black Widow and lets them do whatever they do and say whatever they want and not get upset or offended or, I'm not trying to control her in any ways. And that's,
You're a
that's me.
laid back kind of guy.
Yeah, the perfect guy, you could say. We had a few beers, we talked, we laughed, and then we went to the movie, ScarJo, badass.
ScarJo.
Yeah, love Car.
Love ScarJo.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I wonder because this is what happens sometimes. Some of the feedback that we occasionally get from women on Second Date Update, when we have a seemingly nice, laid-back, chill guy like you, I'm not saying this is the case with you, but sometimes the feedback is, nice guy, laid back, but lacks ambition, or he's a little directionless.
Are you that guy?
No. Well, first of all, easy to live. We're not talking about living with each other anytime soon.
Yeah.
But,
But you are looking for a relationship, no?
Yeah. But, talking about, I see what you're saying. All right. But I got ambition. I want to take over my uncle's business at some point. And before then, I'm just sort of training,
Okay,
in
so
my
you're
mind.
working, you got a full-time job.
Well, yeah. I spend the full amount of my time working.
Okay.
What
And
do you do?
is it a pretty good job with potential?
Well,
Yeah, what do you do?
Couple jobs. Couple jobs.
So you work full time, but you have different jobs?
Well, I spend most of my time working. Is sort of how I look at it.
Working
full
different
amount
jobs.
of my time. Yeah.
You're an entrepreneur.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you have health insurance?
I sometimes.
Okay, that's a no.
There's
Yeah.
a guy that sits in a white Honda Pilot in a park near my house. He's there every day with the windows down, hour after hour, day or
What's
night.
he doing?
He's
Is he
sitting in
staking
that,
you out?
Not me, but he's got to be working, right?
That's what I think. He might be a private investigator keeping
He
an eye
probably
on
is.
your
There's
house.
probably a couple rendezvousing there.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's why he can't tell us what he really does, because it'll give away who he is,
Oh,
and he has
there
a
we
super
go.
secret job.
I could be that guy.
What kind of work does your uncle do? You talked about maybe taking over your uncle's business. Can you say what he does?
Yeah, he's in the car business. He's got a shop.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And he
So,
sells cars too.
okay.
Yeah, so I texted her and told her I'd call her later, walked her to her car, blah, 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 5 days ago. And then I called and texted, and she sort of never got back to me. So,
Okay.
it's been 5 days, so I'm not sweating it too hard, but I don't know. I guess
Yeah.
I'm calling you, so if you could figure it out, that'd be great.
Absolutely. Yeah, we'd be happy to do that. Why don't we take a break? And when we come back, we will call Joanna and get her take on Mark. This is interesting. I feel like I learned a lot about Mark just now. So we'll
Same.
get Joanna's thoughts and impressions when we come back as Second Date Update. All right, first off, love Mark. Sounds like a really cool guy, very
You'd
laid back.
date him.
Oh, yeah, very
Totally
easy to talk
date
to,
him.
right?
Yeah.
You would date him?
Sure.
How about that, Mark?
I mean, hey, I appreciate the compliments. That's nice.
But who he really wants to date is Joanna, or at least find out why she's blowing him off, because they went out on this seemingly fun date, had drinks, went to the movie theater, saw Black Widow. It was great to be out, seemed to get along real well. And you got a sense at the end of the date that she was open to seeing you again, Mark?
I mean, I guess maybe I can sometimes read situations a little differently than how they may appear, but I think
Really
it's good. I think it's good.
Well, let's call Joanna and see what she thought of Mark and his...
You want me to, like, pretend like I'm not here or something, or how does this work?
No,
Or you guys-
I mean, I think a lot of people are hip to it. But, yeah, just kind of hang back and let her talk, and then we'll kind of
We'll
bring you into the
re-engage.
conversation. She may already know the deal, but let's just see how it plays out.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, well, hopefully she doesn't think this is weird, whatever.
She probably will, but that's okay.
All right, I'll hang back.
All right, let's call her.
Hello,
Hello, is this Joanna?
speaking.
Hi, Joanna. It's Jeff and Jen, along with Fritch and Tim at Q102. How are you?
Jeff and Jen.
We do the morning show on Q102 Radio. How are you?
I listen to you guys.
What? She just made the connection.
And there it is.
Did someone call you?
It's your turn.
Yes, today is your day, Joanna, and I hope you're okay with that. You sound like a very nice person based on what Mark said about you. Mark called our show. He told us all about you and your date. And he sounds like a very nice guy, very laid back.
Oh, he's an interesting dude. Yeah, he's easygoing, which I appreciate. He's a big fish fan, so he's like a kind of.
No, I was going to ask about
kind of
that.
dude.
I was going to ask if he was a pothead.
Oh.
But now we're getting
Yeah.
some more context clues.
Let's just say, it was nice to be around someone, especially with everything going on, just someone who wasn't all wound up or heated about this issue or that, every little thing on the news. And,
Right.
well, I don't think he ever watches the news, which is equally refreshing and frightening, but that has nothing to do with any of that. I just, he's a sweet guy. I don't think we're kind of a match.
Okay. That's fine. Although I think he would appreciate a reason, maybe an explanation as to what it is about him that makes you think he's not a match.
Well, okay, so on our date, we went to see Black Widow. And at one point, I just wanted to turn and run out of the theater.
Why?
Why?
Okay, we got our tickets, and he was like, hey, let's go find our seats first, and then we can go back and, maybe grab some candy or popcorn or whatever, something to drink. But let's get our seats first. I was like, sure. So we walked into the theater. I was a little bit, hesitant. I just stood behind the back row because I was like, ooh, I wonder if there'll be a lot of people here. And actually, it wasn't that crowded, so it was like, okay. And right as you're in the theater, by the doors were just like a couple of trash barrels.
Right.
So he looked over at the garbage, and he said, score. And then he went over and grabbed one of those refillable big round
The
tubs.
big buckets,
Oh.
the big tubs.
Yeah, out of the garbage. And he started shaking it a little bit.
Oh, no.
It looked like maybe just a couple of maybe napkins and just some kernels or something. Then he kind of looked on the outside, and then he said, hey, why don't you grab our seat? I'll be right back with our free popcorn.
I knew it was going
because
this
you get free
way.
refills in the
Refills
larger
on the big
sizes.
ones.
Oh, gross.
That's clever.
Oh.
No.
That was my reaction, but in my head, my brain was exploding. And he took the tub out of the garbage and went and got it filled up for free. Like, I was so stunned.
Do they give you a new bag or do they fill up the same bag?
It's the bucket. It's the like
So
it's like
a
a
circle?
bucket.
Yeah,
It's
some
the
of those places
big
will give you a
tub.
free refill. They just take the tub. So what he did is he reached in, he
Well,
reached
I
into the
understand that, but-
wastebasket. He did a quick inspection, thought, yeah, it's clean
looks
enough.
good.
So they just refill the same tub?
Yeah, they just assumed he
bought
gone
theirs
through
too.
it.
Well,
Yeah.
I understand that, but I'm thinking like I wouldn't have such a problem with this if like every time you went up there they gave you a new tub. You know what I mean?
Well, it's
no.
still stealing.
but the fact that they're I said I wouldn't have
Well, there's
as much
that,
of a
too.
problem.
So next
That
time,
is kind of, we have a former theater manager in the room right now. And what would happen if you were to catch someone red-handed in your theater reusing someone else's refillable tub
If
that
I was
they
being
did
honest,
not pay
I'd
for?
say, sorry, sir, even though this popcorn costs us nothing, I can't do that.
So there you go.
And I was like, isn't that stealing? And, he came back, and I just told him, like, I don't like the fake butter. the
So you
fake
did not
butter
eat
on
any of
it,
the
and-
stolen popcorn.
Oh yeah.
No, I just said I wasn't hungry. And look, I wasn't going to eat stolen popcorn out of a used bucket. I just
Because who knows
couldn't
whose
do
dirty
it.
fingers have been in that thing?
what if he told? Because you didn't go with him to the stand. What if he said, I dropped it. Can I get a new one?
See, then I got to charge you because we count by the cups.
Yeah, because what if someone was licking? I mean, the
We count
stealing
by the
aside,
tubs.
but what if somebody is licking their fingers and touching the
Stick it
popcorn
in
and
there.
licking the,
There's a way of doing things.
Where is he? Where are you? Do you do this? Do you do this all the time?
I mean, I'm sort of like, how do you think that you like run a business and make money? You gotta cut some corners and you gotta reuse things and you gotta save money when you can.
So you were recycling.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm conscious of the planet and everything that's going on, and
What a spin.
I like that spin.
and just to clarify the marijuana comment, like that's all medical. I have a license for that.
You got your card?
just to clarify the marijuana comment.
No.
Whatever
Floats your boat, man. I
Legit,
don't care.
man. It's medicine.
Yeah.
No
Well,
judgment
no, I got
here.
problems sleeping and stuff. Thinking about my business and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
I mean,
do
have you
that.
ever gotten caught doing that, though? I mean, what kind of trouble can you get into for stealing empty
Kicked
tubs
out
out of
at
the
least,
garbage?
right?
At the worst, you'd be like, get out of here. No.
Yeah.
Come
No,
on.
I
You're
don't really
banned.
see it as stealing.
Will they
So-
ban you from the theater, Jeff?
Not in my theater.
not at the Jeff Thomas Theater.
You know how many people would try stuff like that all the time? Get out of here.
Listen, let me ask you this. Is this the equal of carrying in your own snacks and drinks, which technically is also kind of stealing?
No, because you're not taking their
spending the
product
money.
for free. Because you're not taking their product for free.
And
so
by the
that's
way,
different.
I saw that all the time. I saw these pockets bulging and stuff.
Oh yeah, when you're in there and you hear,
and what did you do with that?
Nothing.
You were no tough guy, were you?
No, I didn't get paid enough.
So if I walked in with a complete package of fudge stripe cookies underneath my arm, within my jacket,
Well, I was supposed to say, I'm so sorry, sir. You're not allowed to bring outside food into the theater. And so if you turn around and then stuff it under your jacket, as long as I can't see it, I don't care.
I wonder if things are different now, though, because no disrespect, but that was a while ago.
That was a long time ago. They might do it differently now.
People aren't quite as respectful of authority figures such as yourself in the theater.
Oh.
A lot of people will push back. I pay for these cookies. They're my cookies. If I want to bring them in and eat them, I'm going to bring them in and eat them.
I understand, sir. I don't make the rules.
What if you made all the popcorn free?
As part of the ticket price. They should include it in the ticket price.
Well, I can
Get
tell
more
you,
people in the theater.
I learned that the theater only made 5% off of the movie ticket price.
Ooh,
That was
5% is it?
5%. The rest went to the studio, distribution, marketing, and all that. The theater's take was only 5%, which is why the concessions are so ridiculously expensive because they're trying to make that money up. So even though the popcorn costs next to nothing, they charge a 6,000% premium or whatever it is. And the way they measure the inventory is by the cup, the drink cups and the
All right,
popcorn.
well, I got
cups.
another idea for you. Popcorn subscription. Okay, so everybody brings in their buckets, and you pay a monthly fee for unlimited popcorn. What do you think about that?
I like the way you think, Mark.
Yeah,
You might be onto something there.
yeah. Well, at least you guys do.
yeah.
Joanna, no reconsideration here for a second date, considering his entrepreneurial spirit, his creativity.
He is creative. You're a nice person, Mark. That's all I have to say.
That's okay. Jen, what about
That's
you?
right.
You still in?
You know,
Now that you've heard the popcorn thing, have you changed your mind?
I'm just not doing any dating right now.
Jen, you want to go on a date?
Yes.
She loves the movies.
I was going to say,
I
and she
do
just
love the
said
movies.
she hasn't been to the movies
Superhero
in a while.
and I have said that I missed popcorn, and I'm all about saving a buck or two. But I think, we should make it very clear that in no way, shape, or form do we encourage or condone
This is
taking
feeling.
empty buckets out of the garbage at any
Yes.
movie theater at any time and securing yourself some stolen popcorn. It's
Can
not
you
okay.
splurge on the popcorn purchase if you take Jen out?
Either that or I would even offer to pay for the
lovely.
popcorn to avoid any kind of
I
illegal
like
activity.
a new age woman.
Who paid for the date? I did, so he wouldn't steal.
And that's probably exactly
Yeah.
what my dating life
This
is
is
going
what
to
she
look like
saved herself all these years for. Was for this arrangement.
for this setup.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well,
you
listen,
two.
Joanna, thank you for taking the call and explaining what the situation was. Mark, I'm sorry, but you sound like a very nice guy. Something tells us you're going to land on your feet, bud.
Yeah, we wish you well.
Oh, yeah. No, I think I'm doing fine.
Yeah, well, you're saving a ton of money, so
Yeah, well, I hope popcorn isn't a gateway stealing item. You know what I mean?
that's where it starts.
I know.
Thanks for listening to the Q102 Jeff and Jen Morning Show podcast, brought to you by CVG Airport. Fly healthy through CVG. For more information, go to CVG Airport /fly healthy.